Greetings, everyone, and a warm welcome to another episode. 11 years ago, a brush with mortality left an indelible mark, triggered by a fateful catalyst. In that era, I embarked upon a perilous journey, consuming a classical narcotic diet pill. Initially intended for brief use, a mere 3 months, I recklessly dismissed such advice, extending its dominion to a prolonged 9-year odyssey. This impulsive choice unleashed chaos within my thorax, orchestrating a symphony of afflictions that engulfed my cardiac fortress and pulmonary haven. Slowly, but with an inexorable grip, the lifeline of breath began to slip through my fingers. My once cooperative lungs turned defiant, rejecting the act of inhalation. A mournful procession unfolded as each organ succumbed, forsaking their functions in a melancholic succession. The metronomic cadence of my heart's beats dwindled, a fading ember of vitality. In the throes of this dire predicament, the curtain of consciousness descended upon the stage of my existence. It was the denouement, a farewell accompanied by the surrender of my final earthly breath. As I teetered on the precipice of existence, a profound choice presented itself. The duality of my existence unraveled, the former ensnared within the confines of a deteriorating vessel, and the latter an ethereal essence untethered, a silent observer of the unfolding cosmic theatre. Thus, I stood betwixt realms, wavering on the precipice of fate, teetering on the verge of a decision. In that moment, I chose to sever earthly bonds, to yield to the unknown. The instant I released my grasp on terrestrial trappings, an all-encompassing radiance enveloped me within a celestial conduit, a tunnel suffused with transcendental luminescence. It propelled me forth with extraordinary vigor, not by physical might, but by an overwhelming love, transcending earthly benchmarks. Describing such love remains an exercise in linguistic insufficiency, an ineffable embrace that engulfed the very essence of my being as I traversed this resplendent tunnel. With graceful ease, I reached the tunnel's end, bathed in radiant light, finding myself in God's embrace, standing to my right with heaven as the backdrop, a celestial planet. Together, we beheld the sparkling galaxy before us, while a vintage projector in my left ear whirred to life, signaling a cosmic spectacle. The countdown began. 3, 2, 1. A life review of Erica Mackenzie unfolded. God and I, the cosmic audience, witnessed my entire earthly journey, from the first breath to the last. Every moment, significant milestones, like losing teeth, graduation, and athletic achievements, played out in chronological order. This profound life review guided us to my passing day, and as the celestial screen dimmed, I was directed to a pair of colossal, otherworldly glasses. They settled on my face seamlessly, granting me extraordinary vision. With a clarity that transcended mortal understanding, God spoke, "Now look." The vintage projector counted down once more. 3, 2, 1. The curtain lifted for my second life review, shedding light on matters dear to God, acts of kindness, moments of love, and compassionate gestures. These were not human-defined achievements, but expressions of pure love. Reliving these moments, I felt the embrace of God's unconditional love. We traversed through these events together, reaching the day of my passing. As the review concluded, I looked up to see God's colossal arm, gesturing toward the heavens. In his immense palm, a massive rock materialized. God released it, and it descended, transforming into a blinding light. The rock plunged into an unimaginable expanse of water, an ocean without bounds. The rock fell into the ocean, creating a solitary ripple, just one. Together, we observed that lone ripple grow. It expanded and expanded until its borders vanished from sight. God spoke to me, saying, "You are the rock, you are the light, you are the ripple that affects mankind." In that moment, the profound meaning of these experiences unfolded. It wasn't solely about me, Erica. It was about each of us. We are like that rock, impacting every person we encounter, even those we may never meet. Our actions create a ripple effect, akin to the rock in the water. As our contemplation of the ripple concluded, God directed my gaze once more, this time to my right. Before me, magnificent shelves radiated brilliant and indescribable colors, hues that transcended human words. They pulsated with life, like living shells breathing with vitality, alive with energy. Those shells adorned the shelves, stretching as high as the highest stars. Each shelf cradled unique presents, akin to Christmas gifts, yet not a single one was identical. Feeling compelled to look beyond the galaxies, I peered to the left, and the shelves continued, laden with gifts. Then, urged to look to my right, I gazed behind me, where the shelves extended, laden with unique gifts, none the same. God spoke, saying, "Erica, in life, I bestow upon each of you special gifts, and they are all distinct, for that is my divine plan." Continuing, God revealed that when I was born, He had granted me the gifts of patience and beauty. Hesitatingly, I found myself communicating with God, thinking, "No, God, that can't be right. You didn't give me the gift of beauty." I mentioned my poor choices, especially taking that diet pill, expressing feelings of inadequacy while striving to meet societal standards of beauty. God gently corrected me, reaffirming that He had indeed given me the gift of beauty, a beauty that emanated from within, an extension of the love we carry in our hearts. As I gazed upon the myriad gifts on the shelves, I recognized the profound significance and wonder in each of these unique gifts bestowed upon all of us by God. In life, God has more gifts in store for each and every one of us, gifts that we merely need to ask for and be receptive to by maintaining inner stillness and attentiveness. This was a lesson imparted to me repeatedly during my heavenly experience, which felt like a lifetime of learning and sharing with God. Allow me to share one of the final lessons that God and I explored before my return to Earth. This time, God directed my gaze to the left, where Earth appeared before me. It was a startling sight as I noticed Earth engulfed in flames, fires raging across the planet. Panic surged within me, thinking about my family, my children, my husband, parents, and sister who were down there amidst the flames. I turned to God, who stood on my right, and then felt compelled to look down once more. There they were, those glasses again. Despite my reluctance to witness what I hadn't seen before, my hands moved to put them on. With the glasses in place, I looked anew. This time, between the flames, I noticed silver-white entities ascending. These were souls, people, rising unharmed amidst the inferno, ascending toward us and entering the heavenly realm, which was the planet Heaven. I was overjoyed and elated, exclaiming, "Oh my gosh, God! Look, that okay." Happiness and joy surged through me, but for the first time in my entire experience with God, I felt an overwhelming sense of sadness emanating from Him. I reassured God, saying, No, look, God, they're not hurt." However, His response left me puzzled initially, as He simply said, "It's free will." At first, I couldn't comprehend His words because, in my perception, everyone appeared to be fine. But it became evident that God was grieving for those who had chosen separation from Him. In that poignant moment, I gained a profound understanding of God's immense love for each of us. He desires a connection with every individual, but values our free will so much that He allows us to make that choice. It was then that I realized it was time for me to return. Reluctantly, I expressed my desire to stay, as I felt at home, and had no inclination to go back, despite my family's presence on earth. However, God gently reminded me of my purpose. "Child, you're not staying. You work for me now, remember." He bestowed upon me 2 more gifts before my departure, adding knowledge and wisdom to the gifts of patience and beauty. His parting words emphasized the importance of listening to the people He places in my life, and assured me that my words would impact millions of lives. There was no room for argument as He sent me back with this mission. Through my near-death experience, I gleaned the profound importance of embracing one's uniqueness, recognizing it as a valuable contribution to our earthly journey. Every individual possesses distinct gifts, and by nurturing and utilizing these gifts, we fulfill our purpose. When we unite with others, each bringing forth their unique talents, we can collectively achieve extraordinary feats that hold the power to transform the world. In the tapestry of existence, diversity is not merely a feature, but a cornerstone. Just as the shelves in my heavenly vision held gifts of varied hues and forms, so does the human experience thrive on the rich tapestry of individuality. Each person, like a unique shell on those cosmic shelves, carries within them a set of gifts bestowed by the divine. It is a call to action, an encouragement to explore and celebrate our individual strengths, understanding that in our diversity lies the strength to surmount challenges and create a world infused with compassion and understanding. In the collective sharing of our unique gifts, we contribute to a symphony of humanity, each note harmonizing with the others to create a melody that resonates far beyond our individual lives. The lesson from the heavens is clear. Do not shy away from the unique essence that defines you. Instead, let it be the compass guiding you towards your purpose. By embracing our individuality and appreciating the distinctiveness of others, we participate in a grand tapestry that weaves together the threads of our shared humanity. In the interplay of our diverse talents, we find the potential to heal, inspire, and create positive change. It is a reminder that every person has a role to play, a unique contribution that, when woven together with others, forms a masterpiece of collective purpose. In acknowledging and valuing the diversity of gifts bestowed upon us, we unlock the potential for transformative impact and the creation of a more harmonious world.